Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast Secret Dump. My name's Moshe,
And I'm Natasha.
and I'm not wearing glasses. So you can finally see me in my true glory. What do you think, Tosh?
It looks pretty.
I'm kind of irresistible when I take them off. That's actually why I wear glasses, is to, I don't want to overdo the amount of physical attractiveness I have emanating from my body, face, mind, and spirit.
Very smart, honey.
Folks, Pablo has stopped coughing. And he seems pretty good. Although now he is on this very hardcore painkiller to make him not cough. And he literally, you know, those junkies on the street in like Canal Street in New York who are just
they're like holding a bag, but then they kind of almost bend over.
Doing this, and you always wonder what's keeping them up. And now I understand. There's something going on that makes them want to stand and nod. That's what Pablo's doing now. He's nodding like a junkie. So he's gone from being a cougher to being a nodder.
He's nodding off. It's cute.
And we love him. We love him.
He's on Torbador, if anyone's interested.
Torbadol. I know you guys have been wondering about the update about Pablo. He seems better. He does. He seems better. And I'm pretty happy. Oh, Pablo's here to stay. We got some listener submitted questions. Should we tackle one?
Oh yeah, here's an interesting one. Should I tell my flirty teammate I have a crush on her, even though she's, quote, straight? So that's probably a female asking that question.
Yeah, and isn't it funny that if it was a male asking that question, there would be the potential of scary violence involved? Like, as a woman, it's just another example of female privilege, which is what I talk about on this podcast constantly. It's like the unbelievable privilege of the female in society and how men have been kind of cucked out and downgraded until we have no choice but to act this way. But isn't that fucked up that if you were a man and you had a crush on a flirty, supposedly straight guy, you'd be worried that if you told him, he might attack you? Not that that couldn't happen with a woman, but I just feel like it's safer here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the etiquette here is?
Well, the reason why that this person knows that she's straight is because she's told him. So she's basically,
it's a her.
She's told her, I'm just saying, the person is saying that
I am straight.
I'm straight.
But she's flirting.
Yeah, but she's saying that she's not interested in them.
Here's what.
So don't say anything. That's my advice?
Well, that's homophobic, hardcore homophobic, Natasha.
Why?
It just is. I can't explain it. But you have to ask yourself, lady. I mean, by the way, the fact that you're teammates makes me think you're both playing team sports, which makes me think it's very possible that this could work out in your favor. You know, if this was your church group, your Bible study, I'd be like, maybe not. But teammate, you guys are out there playing rugby, I'm thinking she's down to munch. But I.
Do you say down to munch?
Yeah, down to munch. Yeah, down to munch. That's a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you have to ask yourself, is this the first or the 15th straight woman that you've had a crush on? Because if it's the 15th, you shouldn't say anything, not because she might reject you and it might make your friendship awkward, although that might happen, but because you got something going on. I always think this. Now, I'm totally speaking out of class because I'm not gay or bi. But I always think that these people who only go after straight people, it really isn't about the straight person. It's about you, the gay person, not feeling that you are worthy of finding somebody who will like you back, where it will be I get
no, you're just attracted to who you're attracted to.
After 15.
But that's the same thing as saying that some straight guy who only dates girls who live in another country.
Yes, exactly. That is the same. I'm saying they both are the same thing.
Right.
They both are a self-sabotage where it's over before it began. Listen,
I keep falling in love. It's just she unfortunately doesn't live within 6,000 miles.
She's in Shanghai. I'm in Poughkeepsie. But I don't want to take away from the fact that there is something hot about forbidden fruit. You know, that which you cannot have, you want all the more. But I'm just saying, if you're a person who this is your pathology, that you're always crushing out on straight people, then you should I say don't tell her because you need to be looking for people that are going to be interested in you. The best case scenario with a straight person is that you like convince them that to hook up with you, and maybe it works out. But if you go with somebody that is gay, you're going to have somebody that understands, that is in your community, that is a self-actual. I mean, I'm not saying that this never works out. I know people for whom one person was straight and then all of a sudden they're in a gay relationship and it turns into a marriage. I know that happens. That's my thought. But I have some practical advice for this person.
Okay.
If you do decide, you don't need to say, if you say, see what you think of this, Tosh. If this woman says to her snooker partner, if this person says, I have a crush on you, and then that crush is not reciprocated, then your friendship is weird and over at that point, right? Things are weird now. But if you say she's flirty with you, if you say something more like, God, you're flirty for a straight girl. Are you trying to hook up with me? Or something.
Oh, Shaw, that's your advice.
Yeah. Well, hold on, hear me out. I'm saying, okay, maybe that's too forward. I'm just saying, like, you go, God, what are you flirting with me? Or do you just not realize that that's flirtatious behavior if you're gay or what?
Define flirt. For all we know, she just like accidentally brushed up against him and he's like, ooh.
Exactly. But it gives that woman the opportunity to say, oh, no, I'm not flirting with you. Or what if I am flirting with you? I'm DTM. You know what that stands for?
Down to
much. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm saying, instead of saying, hey, I have a crush on you and I feel like you're flirting with me, do you have a crush on me too? And then that woman going, I don't have a crush on you, and now we don't have a friendship because I know you want me. If you keep it light and you give them an opening, like, you sure flirt a lot for a straight girl. Are you sure you're straight? Or is it just me? Some version of that. Then they can say, they've got two maps. They have two paths. They can say, oh yeah, I'm flirting with you because I'm trying to munch. Or they can say, I'm not flirting with you. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Ha ha ha. And you get back to being friends. That's my advice for you. What do you think?
I just think don't say anything.
Just don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Live in torture. And juice it out. You know what? Yeah. Every time she flirts with you, go back to the locker room. Go into one of the stalls of the locker room.
And you can, go ahead.
Take a hockey stick, throw it up in you, and get yours,
And you can also say, like, reiterate the fact that you're single and that you can flirt back a little bit. I just wouldn't like lay it all on her because that could be a lot. Have
you thought about making the V pussy eating face at her? You put the V on your lips and you go like,
I think there's something
that could be cool.
Yeah.
That's got to be a pickup tactic in the gay female to female community, right?
I think there's something to just putting it out there a little bit, just flirting a little bit back and just mentioning that you just make it so that they know that you're available, I guess.
I think you have our advice. Neither of us, our team, tell her I have a crush. Both of us, our team, why don't you flirt back a little bit? I'm saying maybe be a little more direct, but Natasha's saying, just flirt. But then you get that weird thing.
Just let them know you're available.
But if you flirt back and then she flirts back and then you flirt back, then you've got that thing that's in every movie about gay people where they go for the kiss and then the possibility of the scene, you go for the kiss and then the person's like, what are you doing? I'm not down with that. I'm straight. I love dick. I'm strictly dickly or whatever. So I'm saying my way is a little more overt where you go, I'm seeing you flirting. Am I imagining things right now? Or are you not as straight as you think you are? That way she's got an opportunity to laugh it off or fuck it off.
Yeah, well, good luck there.
Good luck, bro. And let us know how it goes.
All right, I think we should listen to some secrets.
Let's do it.
Hey, Natasha and Moshe. This is a secret. I actually left another secret before a while back, but I'm not going to tell you which one. I am calling because I recently listened to the secret about the woman who masturbated to the thought of her ex watching her, like fucking another guy, I think, and she wanted to know if she was alone in this fantasy, and I just want to let her know that she is not. Mine's a little different though, because I actually have been dating someone for a couple months, and I got out of a relationship a while back and really don't like that person. And when I'm having sex with my new boyfriend, sometimes, just sometimes, I picture him walking in on us and being really upset. And the thought of that this really does it for me. That's it. Thanks for letting me get that off my chest.
See, I was hoping that was going to go in a different direction.
What were you hoping?
Well, she said, mine's a little different. I thought she was going to say, I have been having sex with my new boyfriend, and my ex has been watching. There's got to be someone out there for whom that's true.
No way.
There's so many people in the world, everything is happening.
You don't want to watch your ex have sex after you break up.
You can jerk off.
Because you were either the one who still likes them, or you're the one who is sick of them. So I just don't think it really works out that way.
Well, somebody's got to be out there, getting humiliated in front of their ex. I think that's would be something hot about that. Can
we hear another secret, or would you like to muse more on the sexual?
Yeah, I'd like to muse a bit. Sexuality it's just such an interesting and complex part of who we are as people. Do you want to hear another secret, or should I keep going?
We can hear another secret.
Hi, Natasha and Moshe. I have a secret. First of all, I'm from Northern Europe, and I wanted to say that we do have separate blankets, and that's a really good idea. So my ex-boyfriend was really warm. He had a bit of fat on him, so he was always a bit more warm than me, and it worked out perfectly that we had each our duvet. So my secret is now I'm single again, and the last few times I've been at guys' houses and stayed the night, I've waken myself up farting. So it's actually an issue, and now I got anxiety about it because it's obviously not on purpose, and I think I try to keep it in so much that it's only when I fall asleep that it somehow slips out, and I wake myself up by the sound of the fart. And sometimes I can tell that the guy I'm sleeping next to is waking as well. So it's really cringe, and I don't know what to do. It has happened 3 times now. So hopefully it won't happen the next time, but I don't know what to do. Help, and thank you for the show. Bye.
This is really, really rough.
That's a tough one.
Because snoring is bad, but farting is a little worse.
Especially when you're early in dating.
So basically, because I remember when you told me I snored, Moshe, then I looked it up online, and if you sleep to your side, you don't really snore. So you kind of have to research it a little bit, maybe, and maybe there's a way to take a walk before you
fart walk,
go to sleep. You might need to take a fart walk and try to train your body to not do that at night. And it also might be the timing of when you're eating. You're just basically going to have to experiment a little bit and figure out, how to not do that.
You could put a Matterhorn in there. I know that's one of your cultural traditions anyway, and really lean into it. Stick a Matterhorn.
Oh my God. I just thought of it.
What is it?
She needs separate blankets.
Totally.
And then you can fart in your blanket.
Totally.
And
you say, it's a Northern European thing. It's just a quirk. And then you wrap yourself up in it, and then you fart into the expanse of your Northern Europe. By the way,
you're welcome.
You are welcome. Natasha, you're correct. That is the solution. Say that it's a cultural thing. And the fact that she was saying it's a good idea in that accent made it feel like twice as good of an idea. She sounds so sophisticated. I feel about Northern European people like they've figured everything out. Everything they're doing correctly. They've just got it. They've got it. So I'm getting another blanket. I've decided. And finally, I can stop waking up to your farts.
Okay, let's hear another secret.
Hi, I have a secret. Today at work, I got my period.
Okay, stop. I'm sorry. I can't listen. I can't listen to that. Next, do a different one. Just kidding. All right, let's start it over. Come on, you guys.
Hi, I have a secret. Today at work, I got my period, and I work as a seamstress in this small clothing company, and we work out of a bread and breakfast. It's a bed and breakfast, and Anyway, so the bathrooms that we use are like sometimes guest rooms. And I was like, oh shoot, I got my period, I gotta go deal with this. So I went upstairs to the bathroom and I found a tampon in there. And the like waste basket was like freshly cleaned out. So I didn't want to put the applicator and the little wrapper and all my bloody tissues in there. So I like kind of like stuffed it in my pants and like went back into the studio. In my bag, I had a poop bag for my dog. So, yeah, I put some like tampon and period things into a poop bag and then like held them in my Kate Spade purse for the rest of my shift. And that's my secret. Okay, bye.
So your secret is that you're smart and resourceful and found a way to deal with a thing in a very reasonable way. This woman's a wild woman. What do you do when it's when
period time
and you don't have anything?
Well, you get it like a big red blotch in your pants, and then you got to like go, then you go, if you can catch it in time, then you have to like either be carrying a tampon, which I never do.
You aren't though. I'm saying.
Then you go into the bathroom and you like wad up toilet paper and then put it underneath, like in between your underwear and your
like a makeshift
bleeding hole.
Your bloody hole.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to be a woman.
But maybe there's better ways to do it.
Now that I hear you describe it like that, I kind of think this sugar baby was right to steal the money from those guys because they don't have to deal with that. I mean, that sounds hard.
Well, leave us a secret, 213-222-8608.
Be a part of our Patreon community at Patreon/Endless Honeymoon. We've got regular dinners. We send out mixtapes. We send out merch. There's all kinds of fun perks. Be a part of our community. Be a part of our Discord. We're chatting on the Discord. Life is good.
And also don't forget to pre-order my book or buy my book, please. It's called The World Deserves My Children, and leave a review.
Also, I will be at the Bell House October the 29th, and I will also be in Raleigh at Charlie Goodnights the following week, the 4th and 5th of November. So
congratulations, honey.
Come see me in North Carolina. Come see me in New York City. And Natasha?
Yeah?
I love you.
I love you too.